What's up everyone, Sean Count Blaggerth here today with an album review, this time of the 2013 Nuclear War Now Productions release of Untitled by Grave Upheaval. Excuse the extremely dark artwork, you can probably not even see that. Regardless, I picked this album up maybe about a week ago. Ordered it off the Nuclear War Now website, excuse me. And I heard a little bit from this band previously, and I was very impressed by it. But once when I heard this, when it finally arrived, oh my god. The only way I can really describe this album is, and a lot of people might raise their eyebrow at this, but I almost view this as the death metal equivalent to Streborg. And now the reason why I say that is, in my opinion, Streborg is an extremely cavernous black metal band. They're a band that has this really sort of distant sound to their production. There's a lot of emphasis on guitar and less on the drums. It's not about creating a sort of catchy melody or beat or harmony or anything of the sort. It's about creating an extremely dark and very disturbing sounding atmosphere. And this album definitely delivers. What I'm loving about this is it's extremely unique in the realm of death metal. It has a bit of black metal influence in it, but it's almost to the point of where the guitars are so fuzzy and hazed out and really distant in the mix that almost feels like drone and almost like white noise. And the way the drums are mixed within, it really adds to this sort of really distant vibe. You don't hear that much snare. You can't really make out any of the drums. You can hear some of the cymbals and you can tell what they are. Like the hi-hat's definitely a hi-hat and etc. But it really adds to create this really haze, so to speak, and I'm loving it. The guitar tone is insanely bassy. This is some of the thickest, deepest, and darkest guitar tone I have heard in a long time, guys. If you're a fan of more stoner doom sort of stuff, you'll dig the guitar tone on this. Now, what they're playing, you might not. It's very atmospheric. There's little to grasp onto. It's more of a dark journey, and that's what this album feels like it's all about, is creating this really dark, sort of oppressive, suffocating atmosphere. And I feel like it does that extremely well. And I gotta say this too, one of my favorite things is the vocals. The vocals have this sort of death metal quality to them, of the mid-range sort of death metal vocal, but they are not used that often, and when they are, it just feels like this ominous being is watching you through the mist as you listen to this album. And for me, as an atmospheric guy, that is just incredible. I can't recommend this album enough to people that are fans of Streborg. I definitely can recommend this to without really flinching. I can recommend this to anybody that's a fan of rather strange death metal. I'm not too familiar with this style that much, but I definitely want to dive deeper in because this is incredible. It's a long album, and the Die Hard edition of the vinyl, which is what I'm holding here, has a bonus track that's exclusive to it, which is roughly 8 minutes long. And it's a challenge to sit down at points to listen to this because you have to be in the right mindset. But if you decide to, you probably will not regret it if you're looking for something that's very different and out there. For a score, I'm feeling a very strong 8.5 on this. Definitely recommend you pick this up. Nuclear War Now just put out the CD version, so pick that up. Of course, I'm going to say get the vinyl if you can, and if you can track it down, get the Die Hard edition. The packaging is just top-notch, as most Nuclear War Now releases. I love the booklet on the inside. Also came with a wooden slipcase, which is very nice quality, and this lovely flag that is behind me. I recommend you pick this up. Once again, 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And as always, keep it metal.